The LNP steps up its fight to win the Toowoomba South by-election, and Warwick's push to bring back the billy cart. Good evening, thanks for joining us. First tonight, a 28-year-old man has been remanded in custody, charged over a violent attack in Wilsonton on Saturday night that left one woman with stab wounds to her face and neck. Our reporter Caitlin Holding filed this report from court.
28-year-old Casey Desmond George Lander briefly fronted Toowoomba Magistrates Court today after a night in the watch house, facing several charges including grievous bodily harm and assault occasioning bodily harm. The charges relate to an altercation at a Wilsonton home Saturday night where it's alleged a 48-year-old woman received stab wounds to her face and neck, and a 28-year-old woman also suffered head injuries. Police confirmed all three were known to each other. Mr Lander's defence made no application for bail and he was remanded in custody. The 48-year-old woman remains in Toowoomba Hospital and is now in a stable condition.
Caitlin Holding with that report. It's a major win for the future of our local dairy industry. Wellcamp Business Park is to be the site of Queensland's first infant formula factory. Eventually, the project will include a fresh milk processing that will export directly to the world. Looks fun. Stay with us after the break. Local thrill seekers take a daring leap of faith for a good cause, and shop owners in Highfields embrace homemade creations. Welcome back. 18 brave locals took a daring leap of faith at the weekend, and it was all for a good cause. Management at Bella Ray magazine organised a group skydive. The aim was to raise enough money to revive a printed version of their not-for-profit publication. Bella Ray does great work with its teenage audience, promoting healthy body image and advice on general well-being. There were 3 plane loads of thrill seekers, and together they raised more than $28,000 to secure the magazine's return. Well done from all of us here at WIN. What a clever idea that one is.
Love a good scented candy.
It is, and linked to something else homemade. Will Power continues to climb the IndyCar leaderboard.
That's right, Tash, good evening. The Toowoomba driver picking up second place in the Iowa 300 this morning, plus Souths moves back into the TRL winner's circle, and the Ben Curry horse returns a positive swab to an anabolic steroid. Welcome back. Sport time now. Toowoomba horse trainer Ben Curry finds himself in hot water after one of his horses tested positive to an anabolic steroid. Our sports reporter Kieran Wagstaff has the latest from the newsroom.
It's a bitter pill to swallow for the 25-year-old trainer who, if found guilty, faces up to 2 years out of the sport. The horse in question is 5-year-old mare Tints, who recorded a positive swab in a race in Rockhampton back in April. The anabolic steroid boldenone was found in the horse's system and is believed to promote muscle growth in a horse. Curry told WIN News he's been training for 5 years and never returned any positive swabs. He's asking why he'd now try something that's completely outlawed on a 5-year-old mare. He went on to say of all the steroids out there, there's probably another 10 trainers would use before this one. Curry has around 50 horses in work and is regarded as one of the brightest young prospects in the industry. If found guilty, the sentence carries a maximum 2-year ban from the sport, which does put the young trainer's career in jeopardy. It is unclear, however, what ban Curry will face, with changes being made under the new Queensland Racing Integrity Unit.
Thank you, Kieran. Will Power has jumped to second on the IndyCar leaderboard after a bold performance on the oval circuit in Iowa. The 2014 IndyCar champion started from 8th on the grid and managed to work up 7 places to finish second. Power also made up 8 points on current series leader Simon Pagenaud, who finished 4th. The Toowoomba driver is 73 points behind Pagenaud and needs to continue his recent results if he's to take that title. Power's claimed 2 firsts and a second in the last 3 rounds and is currently the form performer of the competition. Drivers won't have long to wait to launch back into racing, with the series heading to Toronto next week. Losing on Ladies' Day, never a good look. That's all right, they can bounce back. That's a wrap in sport.
Next weekend. Thanks for that link. Stay with us after the break. Corinne she'll have the weather forecast for your working week ahead.
Good evening. A partly cloudy start to the week. There is a chance of rain in the south tomorrow and the chance of showers later this week as well. Tonight's viewer photo, this is thanks to Beck Ryan. This stunning sunset snap was taken at Horn Park. Beautiful colours. If you have a photo you'd like to share, you can email weather@winqld.com.au or you can send it to me on Twitter. Temperatures today now, Miles dropped to 7 degrees, 5 the minimum for Kingaroy. Dalby just 8 degrees this morning to start the day. Oakey and Toowoomba dropping to 10 degrees, 23 the top for Gatton. Warwick dropping to 4 this morning, 5 degrees to start the day in Stanthorpe, 8 to 19 for Texas today. Gundawindi a top of 21 degrees and 19 the top for Inglewood. On the charts, there's cloud over western and southern Queensland with a low pressure trough. We're seeing patchy light rain. There's low cloud along the coast. Moist onshore winds are triggering just a few showers. There's a high in the Tasman that extends a ridge across Queensland. A surface trough over the southwest is moving east. It'll move into eastern Queensland tomorrow. So warmer air will lie across the state ahead of the trough and cooler air in its wake. So tomorrow is looking fine and mostly sunny, certainly for the north. High cloud though for southern Queensland with some light patchy rain. Temperatures will be well above the July average for much of the state and cooler for the southwest. Also deceptively powerful surf conditions developing for southern beaches. Temperatures tomorrow, Miles is headed for a top of 25 degrees with a late shower, only dropping to 14 degrees. 23 the top for Kingaroy tomorrow. Dalby that minimum 12 degrees, 11 to 22 for Oakey. Toowoomba 20 the top, Gatton reaching 26 degrees. Warwick dropping to 10 degrees, could see some light rain tomorrow. Possible light rain also for Stanthorpe, 17 the top. Mostly sunny though for Texas tomorrow, heading for a top of 18 degrees. Patchy rain at times for Gundawindi, 19 degrees. And Inglewood's headed for a top of 18 degrees. It's also looking mostly sunny tomorrow. For the Darling Downs and Granite Belt, we're expecting a cloudy day. There is the chance of patchy rain in the south. Winds will be northerly and light, tending north to northwesterly, reaching 25 kilometres per hour in the morning, turning west to southwesterly, 20 kilometres per hour in the afternoon. Toowoomba tomorrow heading for a top of 20 degrees. The Wide Bay Burnett, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, light winds becoming north to northwesterly, reaching 20 kilometres per hour in the morning and then light for the early afternoon. Kingaroy heading for a top of 23 degrees. Sunrise tomorrow 6:42, sunset 14 minutes past 5. Here's the outlook for the next 7 days. Tomorrow Toowoomba heading for a top of 20 degrees. It's looking partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine on Wednesday, 9 degrees for that minimum. Only 6 degrees to start the day on Thursday and possible rain. Rain at times continuing right into the weekend as well. Natasha and Lincoln.
Thanks, Corinne, and that's Win News for tonight.
You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well.
And thank you for choosing Win News as your local news.
Projects next. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Good night.